Hello everybody, welcome back to Just Gaming today. Today we are going to play some more Infinitode 2. We're running out of levels real fast here. So yeah, we've got just a kind of an overall update here. So stage 0, stage 1, stage 2, all looking good. Stage 3 is getting closer. I got 3 more to close out as far as quests are concerned. Stage 4 is shaping up a little bit. We've got 4 of them with the gold border. Nothing in stage 5 with the gold border yet. I've got 1 more star there. I need to run this bonus level again at some point and figure out how to snag that extra star. It shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. What's the requirement there? 110. We got to 94. So maybe it is pretty bad. Probably, but I have increased my research quite a bit since I ran this, I believe. I think we've got all of our stars in stage 4. Yeah, so every star is good up until stage 4. Stage 5, I needed that last star. There is an overall achievement for like getting all of the stars and all of the quests complete from stage 0 to 5. So we've got that on radar. I'm working through it slowly. We'll get there. I am kind of running levels as I get these bonuses to try and get some, resources to keep leveling up and keep doing things I need to do in the research tree. And then what do we got? So stage 6, still have the 2 lingering stars here from the butterfly. I haven't tried that again yet. Not sure if I'll try it. I'll probably try it again on camera. But I think I'm going to need a couple of test runs on that to kind of feel it out and see, what exactly do I need to do to get the requirements of kills and points. So you need points overall from the run and then a certain number of kills. So I think it needs to really, really concentrate on jamming monsters out of these mines really, really quickly. So while the caterpillar is progressing, you're also killing lots and lots and lots of stuff and earning score from both mining and from the killings. But today, I think I've never run this before, so we're going to try this dev level. It looks like there's 2 completion task score gained during 1 game and damage dealt. Ridiculous mining available. Kitchen sink approach with the enemies. Looks like every single enemy is there. Actually, can you only earn? Maybe you can only earn 1 star? I don't know. Or you have to get to 150 to get that first star. Yeah, I don't think that's happening, but we'll give it a shot. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on this map. So let's take a look at it. Scored gain, damage dealt. I guess. Oh, wait, those are the stars. Okay. So you get a star here and a star here. So score gain during 1 game, damage dealt 1 game. That's tall orders there, I believe, and 150. Before I get into this, let's go back to the research and see if there's any last things I can pump into some of these towers. Yeah, I don't have any stars to use. I'm probably going to use quite a bit of Teslas and multi-shot. So multi-shot here, projectile count. Let's go ahead and snag projectile count. And then as far as the multi-shot goes, I think we just closed ourselves out of that one. Let's see here. So this is comedy bullet, don't care. Buckshot, I really don't care too much, which is why they're kind of sitting there. Lasers, crusher's looking good. High frequency laser. Let's see, ionization, charging speed. Sure, let's grab one of those. Not a lot there, but I need to keep building research. But let's give this a shot. I have no clue. Oh, let's check here on prestige too. We're getting super close to that 75%. That may be where I reset. I don't know. I think I want to get the stage 0 through 5 done first, but we'll have to see. So let's grab these abilities back and see where we're at. All right. Wow. All right. This is kind of interesting. All right. So everything's coming out of here. There's a lot of it. 310%, very, very difficult. The monster can have a lot of health, a lot of a lot of counts. That's going to be rough. There's nothing on the base effects. There's a ton of stuff to mine. However, nothing on the interior and very few things connected. So let's trace where we're going to go. So we're going to go through here, come through here, 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 wrap around, go by the base, come back by here, up, green. So it is a super winding path. I think the problem I'm going to get into is an ability to concentrate. What I mean by that is there's going to be a lot of stuff coming at us. I think initially what I want to try and do is where's my green? So we got green here and it's around range. So it's a color theme. You can see the color theme, purples, the reds, oranges, even with the mining, the greens in the middle, and then the teal and blue. So it is a really pretty level. I like all of the windingness. Unfortunately, the green for us, usually I like to set up shop around, an ability to project, an experience multiplier down here from the mining, which I'll probably do, but I don't know if I'm going to do that right off the bat and play with these ranges, but maybe I do. Waves, damage, out, score gained. Not sure what the proper way to approach this is. I don't see any cores. It's so colorful. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. There's nothing down here or to the sides. Okay. Let's take a look-see. So coming right out of here, I mean, there's just a lot. Interesting. All right, so coming out here, I think what I want to do is if I take a blue, put it here, if I do blue here, I can put an XP here and get these three. So that would get them on the way out and on the way in. And then I can build something up over here. So I think I'm just going to do that to just have something originally. So this is where the XP is going to go. So here, I think I want to just put the traditional modules out. So let's get those guys out. If I put, I don't think that's going to work. Let's go ahead and throw this here. It'll have 3 XP, so it should progress pretty. Whoa, hold on. We do have a massive range here. That's probably better because once I get this pumped up some, we're going to be able to cover all this area with this one effect. So probably for the best. And then I can throw another one over here and cover off most of this. We have to have one over here and a couple over here. So with this range effect, I think I do want to do that. It doesn't cover this yet, but let's see, we have 145 left. Doesn't cover it yet, but with just a few upgrades, we're going to be able to get most of this. So it would be this little slice here, all of this coming back around. And then that's probably enough for there at the moment. And then I want to look at, I'm just going to go ahead and throw the XP down so I can get a blue going here. Let's start it and see how this goes. I'm not really sure how things are going to go so much, but I want to get some stuff started. I want to pump these guys up to maybe level 2 or so and see about, oh boy, fighters are already coming out. Good grief. So for fighters, hold on, what do I want here? So fighters, if I do like a straightaway here, maybe put a flamer here. Yeah, let's try. Well, I'm not going to get any, I don't have any money. Yeah, I'm probably just going to have to put a basic out somewhere, but they are going to get to fight on the way back too. So, I think we'll be okay there. We're not going to get any extra gold. But I think I want to build a flamer here just in case. And then I need some type of a... yeah, I need some type of a flyer. Oh boy. Yeah, that's more than just in case, because they're gonna come at it. Wow, I don't know about this approach, but we'll see. All right. We didn't take any damage, so that's good. Let's pump these guys up to 1, and then let's get some upgrades here just to get something. So I would like to keep most of what we're working with away from us. Let's pump this up. Everything's a 2 over here now. I'm going to put 1 in that. Got this going. Okay. Not terrible. It's 170 to get into that. I think I'm going to do it just to get these guys pumped up a little more. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on. Kill some stuff. All right. Well, now coming around here, I think I'm going to put that, and I think I'm going to put maybe a sniper over here and start working this. And these 3 would end up getting some XP. I don't know if a sniper's a good call over here or not. Let's see here. That's not a bad idea. Speaking of things to put out, wouldn't mind getting a crusher going. Okay. I'm going to play for the long haul there. Let's get that going. Oh, look at these fighters. Good grief. That's not good. So they're going to come through here, go through here, go through here. Let's maybe put another flamer here. I don't really care if they pick up too much. I just want to kill what I can along the way, I guess. Pump that up once because there's going to be more fighters. Let's go with 3. Sorry, going a little slow here. I just want to make sure that I can react to some things, but let's speed it up a little bit. Everything's 3 there. Let's see if I can pump this up some. The next one gets a range bonus. I really do want to get this all covered, so things are moving a little slower. We can probably space out those armoreds a little bit by doing this too. Let's look at, where do I need to be here? Can I do this? Yep. This one, we're going to have stuff coming by, so I'm going to set up the more traditional bits there. What I mean by traditional, the multi-shot and the Teslas are very, very good, towers overall. I'm going to put a mix of towers over here because we are going to, we do have light as well, right? Yep. So we got some light coming out. There's some venom coming through there. I'm not too concerned with that, but let's take a look in this corner. I'm going to start laying out my map here. This is going to get bigger, but it's not going to fit this area over here. I don't think it's going to get this area here right. Well, between the 2, we might be able to do that. Let's go ahead and do this. And then we've got a flamer. Go ahead and throw some points into these guys. This may or may not be the way to do this, but we'll see. I'm going to try and stay as limited as I can um, from a perspective of putting lots and lots of towers down. I'm going to try and go tall with this, but we'll have to see how this goes. So we do have, let's see, let's pump these two. So I just want to get an idea of coverage. So we're good there. We're going to need one here. Probably, maybe here would cover everything. I'm not sure. Actually, I think I'm going to go there and up here. I don't know if that's what I should do, but we'll see. I can always sell them if I don't like it. I'm going to slow down a second. I need to get ahead of the curve over here, I think. I am doing okay, I think. That multi-shot is almost level 20, so that's good. These guys are cruising up over here. I do like seeing them at level 7s. Against the healers. Now this Venom Tower, I don't know that I really need to do a ton more there. I just want it there for the light that comes out. Hopefully we can kind of keep all that under wraps. I do want to put like a second crusher down here somewhere. Or maybe a crusher here. That would be accessible. Yeah. Don't know. Yeah, big time crusher here might not be bad with the extra damage. Let's do it there. Kind of snag stuff along the way. I will need to put some towers in here for it as well. We got level 2. Everything over here is level 2. Starting to get some experience there. I spent most of my money here. So pretty soon we'll be able to get out of this XP here. And maybe throw a laser in there. Let's check laser real quick. So laser light is really low. I want different. Oh, maybe a cannon would be good. Let's start a cannon over here too. I just want a lot of variety at this beginning juncture and just do as much damage as we can. Hopefully, we can do some extra burning and stuff. We're going to have to build this up a little bit too, just because. I can't really affect the speed of those that much, but I like seeing the snowballs coming around now. That's good. Okay, we should be able to take those guys up, I hope. Okay, not terrible. Okay. I'd like to set up another zone here. I think I want to get everything to kind of level. At least these 2 towers are level 7. Then I want to take a look at if I throw this here, if I put another flamer here, then fighters. Yeah, let's throw one there. And this one is where I need to put the XP boost. And then here, I think I'm going to throw a sniper in here just to have something that'll seek out doing some higher damage to things. Let's get these to level 2. Just kind of set up some areas here where I can start to, really lean in and try and, do some damage along the pathing. I know I have an area here, but just the flamethrower, but um, kind of think I want a few more flamethrowers here. And then I want a crusher there just to kind of scoop up some things along the way. Kind of break this up a bit. The flamethrowers will have something to do. All right, so we have 4 little spots now. This flamer, I'm going full flame on all of this stuff. Cold evap on all of our towers now. That's good. And down here I can slow things down. Just for the moment, I'm just going to put a level, 0 there, just to get it slowed down a little bit at least. All right, let's get this cannon up a little bit. 2. All right, so this can go away. I'm going to slow this down a second. I want to look at this area here. So we'll start getting some free things. I do like the idea of putting out more of the miniguns because they get those free guns just sitting around. They'll go into these spaces. It's probably not a bad idea here. I'm going to throw a minigun over here too. Just to kind of do some pick off damage along the way. Hopefully we'll kill some stuff. And then I also need to figure out, do I want to do like a line of damage, maybe here where I put damage, tower, damage, and not put stuff where the penalties would lie. All right, so we have 7s. What do I want to put here? Maybe I'm going to put, let's do that. So that level 2, just get some stuff going there. We're at 322. Let's speed this up again. I don't think I've taken damage. Okay, let's work on these extras here. All right, everything that's out's level 2 now. Let's go back here and look at what can I do. 833. Let's go and throw that out. Hopefully I've got enough kind of flamer action to break this stuff up, but I don't know. It's a lot of fighters coming. They have to go by this a couple times, so let's look at this one here. Let's expand. I want to expand that and slow that down a bit. I think that in the areas where I have towers, I really shouldn't have done that over there, but let's get at least level 3 where I have some towers. It did eventually kill off those fighters, so that's good. And so we have a crusher here and a crusher here. Wouldn't be bad to get another crusher maybe here or here. Give it a bunch of range. That might be nice. Where's our other crushers? We have one, we have one over near the flamers too. Maybe a crusher here would be good. Look at that range that it could, swipe up. Oh boy, the lights are coming out. So lights I'm really afraid of. Those are ones I might have to like nuke. But they seem okay. Okay. Not terrible. And again, I don't know if this is the best way to go about doing this, but got a couple things going here. Let's go back to our beginnings. All right, here I do think I want to start pumping up the end zone. Let's get these all the 4s. So they're getting a pretty decent amount of XP on them. And I wouldn't mind doing this as well over here because they're getting a decent amount of XP on them. Expand that range on the snipers there. can I do? Powerful over there now. See if we can expand these cold zones here. Okay, we got another crusher with, yeah, so we got a crushers with the can hold 3. These venoms might be a little troublesome. Gotta watch them. Okay. Putting a sniper here might be good. Just have stuff kind of, it's not gonna have a problem finding targets. Wow, those ices are going to be a big problem, I think. Let's see how far they get. Still haven't taken any damage, but these guys are going to be very problematic. Hopefully, come through here again. Might have to use a nuke on them, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to prepare. All right, so we use a nuke. That's our first one. We're at wave 106. That was not great. I really was hoping that this beginning area over here would hold the fort a little bit better, but it is not. So we do a pass on these flamers and see. Oh boy, here comes another wave of blues. Yeah, it's going to be problematic. All right, well, let's see how far they get. They're getting a little more beat up and spread out there. A lot of lights coming. All right, let's use a second nuke. Hopefully, let's see this one. So let's go there. There's another upgrade up here somewhere, right up here. Okay, around here, do you think I want to build another crusher, but that's a 3. Yeah, another, so these are helicopters. Helicopters are going to be problematic, I believe. Seems like we can't do much with them. Yeah, I'm going to need some type of extra damage over here, I think. Multi-shot. Oh boy. Pump that up. Now these venoms are going to be very prominent. Let's freeze some things and see if we can just get some shots in there. It didn't really seem to do much, so let's blow that up. That is nuke, what, 4? Yeah. I'm going to try and build these guys up a little bit more. If we can slow some things down over here, it sure would be nice. Yeah. I don't know about this one. I have to think about this again. Just kind of randomly investing, which isn't good. So we've got freezes mostly at 5s. We got this one at 7. I think I'm just going to have to take some damage here. Got a poison cloud down that time. That didn't do much. All right, reset again. Now we're out of abilities to use, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to slow it down a second and see which abilities. Do I have anything to invest in? Yep, here. Only have 871 left, so I think I want to throw that there. We got these guys are almost dying. We're almost getting enough of them to make it work. I'm going to pump that up and see if we can go ahead and get some extra, XP going into these. There, that's about all I can do there. This one here that's upgraded as well. Okay, I think that's kind of where I'm at. I don't really have a lot of abilities left. We're at 121. We are way far. Well, we're at 124. We're way far away from 150. I was hoping to be in a little better situation, but yeah, not so much. We've taken 5 points of damage so far. Not sure how much we're looking at getting hit with here. The armors and the blues are definitely a problem. We do have a nuke loaded up, so that's good. But this is a lot of stuff. I'm just going to let it progress through for a minute. Look for upgrades. I don't really see any more upgrades on the map. We do have these guys coming around, so they'll be here soon. We're at 500. There's not a lot I can do. Putting new towers out is not going to do anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and nuke and try and keep the vast amount of the damage off of us. But again, now it doesn't get any easier. There's armors and fighters come in. Not good. All right, so we have 1175. So let's slow it down even more. I'm going to pump into that one here. Not very good against ices. I'm going to get the crushers at level 4. Pop into that one. Yeah, I think this wasn't the best place to put a tower there because there's just a little bit of area over there that's not going to have enough coverage, unfortunately. Well, I'm learning a little bit about it. I definitely need this part covered here from a freeze perspective, but not getting enough cash. This does seem to be like a little pause where you can recover a little bit. Then some more armors are coming out. These guys don't look too bad. Like maybe these flamers will take care of them. This row of flamers. What I'm going to do is look to put out some extra damage here. What can I just, put out right here to see if I can get some extra bonuses going? I don't want to hurt the existing towers that I have in place, but I got to do something. Put a damage on this one too if I want. Yeah. All right, so let's go back to that. Not terrible. We're at 130. We're 20 away. Now these helicopters are going to be very problematic as far as our ability to do some things. I think I'm just going to put a wall of splashes in here. Just try and do something. It's probably not going to do much, but there's be some basic damage over here too. I can't see my mouse. Where are you at, mouse? Here you are. Let's go all the way up and follow you. Can I do anything here? Let's do, I guess, attack speed. The heck. Yeah, these armoreds are going to be problematic for sure. Can I get to 333 here? I think so, yeah. So we're at 23 life. I'm going to take that armored and see where we're at. Those helicopters definitely need to die, but yeah, we're going to get a venom hit there. It's going to be 4 more. Yeah, let's kill it. All right, reset the board there again. A little bit. These guys survived. The nuke can only do so much, but it got rid of those helicopters, so that's good. Here, good grief. Can maybe throw a lightning in here and try and at least work those oranges a little better. These do 100 against light, so maybe I can. Oh man, it's very hard to see here. So we're at 134. Again, sorry I'm going so slow. I do have a nuke reloaded again. But with all these fighters, I'm a little reluctant to use it. I want these lights to progress a little farther. We're at 150. Yeah, there's really nothing we can upgrade. So this is what it is. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, and then we'll look to do a nuke over here. Hopefully kill off most of it. We didn't even break these fighters up, so that's not good. But hopefully these flamers can do some work on them. You know, they're pretty good as far as their ability to. Doesn't do anything against fighters, but all right, 402 is it. Yeah, I don't know about that. We did get score gained. Okay, we got 1 gold star. I feel like it's not completely worthless. I was hoping to get the wave, but it looks like the score was easier. The damage dealt is pretty far off still. I'm really not thinking we're going to make it to the point where we're going to be able to. Let's put one there just because there's a lot of stuff coming through that can get hit by this splash. I'm more overextended than I want to be, but I think just so much. Yeah, I'm not sure that we're going to make it with the abilities. I might be forced to use a venom, and then I'm just dead in the water, right? So there's so much coming through. Let's throw a venom like right here and see if we can just get as much as we can coming through to be dead. Oh. We're 13 seconds away from another venom. And I really need that against these ices, but it's not going to happen. I think we're going to get the score this time, and then I've got to work out a new plan for the waves and the damage dealt. I think the damage dealt is actually going to be easier than the waves. But I really don't have an ability to do. I mean, I can pump some into this tower, but it's not gonna save me. All right. Well, we got 1 star. That one's interesting for sure. I mean, 427 score, 134 waves. We need 16 more waves. That's going to be really, really interesting. Maybe there's something I can do to set up more hotspots. I mean, you can see up here we got the level 15s. In this spot here. We did get level 20s right off the bat over here, so that's good. But it is really not easy. In developer mode, do not type into the console and do not install scripts that you are not sure about. This may lead to loss of progress and harm your device. All right, well, I don't want to do that. All right, let's open these real quick. That was fun. I've never played that level before, so I feel like we did okay for, we had going on. Let's open this. All right. So I'll probably leave that level, alone for a little bit. I don't think research-wise, I need 3 stars on this? Stars on level depth 3. So I have 1 of the 3 research levels completed. So we do have we have 2 of the 4 done there to get into developer mode. I don't even know what that is, so I'm not quite sure about it. Now we do have 2 points to spend over here, but I think my next one is going to be this one here, mining. And mining is just going to be a stepping stone into XP and total power. All right, so let's go back real quick. I do want to see, oops, sorry, not this one, select level. I do want to see where prestige is. So we're 893. We're 72% of the way. Um, and I'm really dying to get into that prestige stuff down there, but I think I really want to get this one accomplishment here or achievement. There's one that says like zero. Let me see if I can find it. Lock all the trophies. We're not too far off on that. Yeah, I forget where it is. There's one in here that says something. Complete all the regular research. Millionaire. Prestige something map. Build the map. Kill any boss. Yeah, I thought I saw one that said, hey, if you get all your stars and stuff, 0 through 5 and get all the quests done, you get some extra stuff too. But anyways, let's see what's for sale over here. I did looking at these the other day. Nope. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that run. We only got 1 star, but hopefully we can do better. I have played this Rumble before. Maybe that's what we'll do next and see, at least get something going there. This Rumble's kind of like shape your own destiny. You know where things are going to go. You have to put towers down to kind of interfere with them and hopefully set up like a zigzagging method of getting to your base over here, if I remember right. This one was really fun to play. I actually liked this one too, but it was very difficult. More difficult than I thought it was going to be. But anyways, let me know your thoughts. If you have some advice or anything on this dev level, let me know. I kind of just tried to get a smattering of each of the towers over here so that way I can try and impact those lights coming out with all the different damage types. So maybe I need to spread out more. I thought the spreading out would be worse, but maybe that's the way to go here. I'll have to give this a shot a couple different times. But like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're playing. Take care, everybody.